Hello everyone. So today I'm going to show you the importance of using blueprint interfaces. So as you can see here in this demonstration, we can change the character mesh in the real time at the runtime. So here I'm not really changing the character blueprint, I am just using the third person character blueprint, but I am changing the mesh as I go. So it works for running, see, so we can change the mesh seamlessly. So the importance of this is that what this says is there is no concrete dependency between the character blueprint and the animation blueprint, but there is a common standard that we have defined so that both classes can communicate without any issue. Even though I am using two different skeletons, there is no issue with the communication. So yeah, this is the part I am going to do today. So I am going to do this, I am doing this to highlight the importance of using blueprint interfaces, and also the importance of keeping low coupling between subsystems of the system in our game. And this episode is sponsored by Bobby Thorman. Thank you very much for the support. Right, so this is the character we have at the moment. So this is the same character that I developed in the root motion based locomotion series. So okay, so now this character animation system is driven by using two interfaces: BPI character animation, which has only jump, not really needed, and BPI character movement. So this has get desired velocity, get moment state, and get set character movement mode. So yeah, and basically this is what happens in this animation blueprint. The animation, the character movement is driven using this blend space. All of these animations has root motion, so therefore by playing animations in this blend space, the character moves. So basically it's like this. This is that animation blend space, and I set the side speed and forward speed, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And in the event graph here, I get the desired velocity and calculate side speed and forward speed just like this. So everything is same as the standard third person character animation blueprint, only this part is different, only this piece of code. So yeah, now let's see how to replace this character with another different character. I have imported this this stack character, so I'm gonna use this character with the same blueprint instead of this humanoid character. So for that, first we need an animation blueprint blend space, animation blend space to use with the animation blueprint. First let's enable root motion for all of these animations. Like this, and save. Okay, now do we have a idle? Oh sorry, yeah, here we have the idle animation. Okay, now just like we have done for this humanoid character, let's create a blend space using exact same parameters. So side and forward with 2 as the running speed and 1 as the walking speed. Okay, let's create a animation blend space. PSP deer. Oh, this is a stack, not a deer. Right here, just like this third person character, we can't copy. Side -2 + 2 4. Let's give the same settings. -2. Oh wait, -2. Sorry, I haven't pressed numlock. -2 + 2 4, and vertically forward 0 + 2 and 2. Okay, now here it should be the idle animation, and this is running animation, this is walking animation. So we don't have work. We have work. Don't turn left. Okay, hope that would be good enough. Okay, now we don't have suitable animations for these parts, but I guess that wouldn't be a problem, at least for now. Okay, now let's create an animation blueprint. Let's call it PPA stack. Now open it. For this, just drag and drop this PSP stack wait, why can't I drag and drop? I think I have used this door skeleton. That should be the case. Let me delete this. Right click here and in blueprint PPA stack. Yeah, now we can use this and simply promote these two variables. It should be speed forward and speed side. Well, let's go here and simply copy these two. So we can do it faster. Right. Yeah, could not find, just create the variable. That way it's faster. Okay, Now in the event graph we don't really have anything, so go to the third person character animation blueprint, and here just copy these parts. That's all. So again, here what happens is this. If we see if there is a valid phone owner, so since we are using dealing with interfaces, we don't really need concrete references to the actual third person character class. So all we need is some reference to any pawn, any type of a pawn, and then using this BPI character movement and BPI character movement interface, we use these two functions, get desired velocity and get movement state, which I have defined in this BPI character movement blueprint interface. So if you don't know how to create interface, just right click blueprints, blueprint interface, then in the class that you want to implement it, go to class settings and add. So since that I have already added it here, if you want to follow how did I create this character, you can look into root motion based locomotion system videos I have done before in my channel. So yeah, we have implemented this interface and therefore we have access to those functions. This get desired velocity, which I return, get control rotation, get forward vector, get right vector, and just just return the move forward and move right axis values, and using them create a vector which sets the direction of the character want to move. And moment state is just simply return moment state. We use this to define running and walking. Okay, now we have everything set up in this stack character. So let's create a child blueprint, third person stack. Right now, instead of this one, let's select this stack mesh, needs to be rotated. Could that be a problem? Let's see. And for the animation class, BPA stack. Right now, instead of third person character, let's select third person stack. It doesn't move. Let's see. Alright, here we need to set something. Close this and open again. Now we have this settings, root motion. We get these options when we haven't selected anything here, any node here. So root motion from everything. Yeah, now we can see instead of our third person character, we get the deer character. See, and if I press caps lock, it starts running. Okay, and we have slight problem. So here we have separate walk, stop, running, stop animations, but for the stack we don't have them. So therefore I'll set this to also 0.1. so it will stop quickly like this. Okay, right, now we have a stack which we can control instead of the third person character, but without doing any change in the event graph of the third person character. If we want, we can do changes like for example, this camera boom length, let's set it to 400 because the stack is a little larger than the third person character. So this is the importance of using interfaces. This is the importance of connecting classes through interfaces, communicating between classes through interfaces. So the classes means this animation blueprint, we can consider it as a one class or one blueprint, and this third person character can be considered as another blueprint, a different component in the system. And to communicate between these two components, we use interfaces. And since we are using the same interfaces for the human character and for the stack character, so we don't have any problem using different skeletons with the same blueprint. Now similarly, let's do another example. Here I have this desert dragon, yeah, this one. So let's control this desert dragon character also with the same third person class, third person character blueprint. Here also I'll create animation blend space. Let's call it VSP dragon, same as before. Side minimum is -2, maximum is +2, and number of divisions 4. Forward minimum is 0, maximum is 2, divisions 2. Okay, now here I'll set the idle breath, and we should have a walk, yeah, walking animation. Oh sorry, we have to enable root motion for all of these character animations, all of these root motion based animations. Set actions, bulk edit via property matrix, enable root motion. Let's select animation first frame and save. Okay, now here walking, yeah, we have running, set the running here, so this is walking and this is running. Turn left, let's add it here, maybe like this. Turn right, be like this. Okay, now let's create a animation blueprint, PPA dragon. Same as before, root motion mode, set root motion from everything, and drag and drop this VSP dragon. Just like before, go here and here, copy these two, and here copy this piece of code like this. Okay, that's create variable. All right, now just like this one, let's create another child blueprint, third person character dragon. Okay, now instead of this mesh, select the desert dragon. It's huge and has to rotate 90 degrees. Let's increase the camera boom length to 900, maybe not enough, 1200, 1500. Okay, I guess that would be enough. Right, and as for the animation blueprint, BPA dragon. Right, now here as the default class, select third person character dragon. See, just like before, now we can move control the dragon, and if I press caps lock, you can see it is starting to run. Okay, so this is the power of blueprint interfaces. Now by coding this way, we can reduce the coupling between systems, subsystems in the code. And as you all know, in one of the object-oriented principles is high cohesion and low coupling. So if I go here, right click on this stack animation blueprint and go to the reference viewer, as you can see, this does not have any dependency with its character blueprint. This arrow is here, so this blueprint has a dependency of this animation blueprint only because, well, that's obvious because we are using this animation blueprint, BPA stack animation blueprint, as the animation blueprint for the mesh we have within this character blueprint. But for this one, it doesn't have any dependency towards the character, and same is true for all the other animation blueprint I created as well. See, it doesn't have a dependency this way. So the advantage of this is, so even if we want to change this mesh in the runtime, we can do that too. So yeah, if you want a demonstration, I'll show you. Right, in the event graph, let's create a simple event for keyboard 1. If I press 1, I'm gonna get the mesh, set is skeletal mesh, and right, let's define a macro for this one so that I can reuse the same to replace the character with the deer as well. Comes to macro, let's call it change sk. Oh, what happened here? Change sk means skeletal mesh, so I'll promote this to a variable. And also when I change the skeletal mesh, I have to change the camera boom length as well, because to match with the new mesh I need to increase or decrease it. Okay, now here as the new mesh, let's for one, let's select SKDS tag, arm length 400, for 0, oh no, for 2, yeah, for 1 actually we should use the same human skeleton, so this should be connected to 2. Dear, we need one more thing. Set animation set anim instance class, and I'll promote this also as a parameter. Let's call it anim instance. And for the deer we have to select PPA stack. Now for this one, actually this should be the same mesh, SK mannequin, and target arm length 300, third person and MVP. Oh, which one is that? Right, this one. Okay, that's for the mannequin. So let's create another event 3 for the dragon. Duplicate this. For the dragon we need the arm length 1300, scale is a dragon, PPA dragon. Alright, now here I'll select the third person character as the starting class, and if I press 2 it is changed to deer. Wait, we have a slight problem because we need to rotate this because there is some rotation difference in those two classes. So yeah, let's define that too. Set log relative rotation. We don't really need to change the roll or pitch, only yaw. Okay, so for this one, for the mannequin we don't really need to change yaw, but for the other two we need to change it to -90. Right, now here we have the human character, and if I press 2 we have the deer, and if I press 3 we have the dragon. See, they work seamlessly without any issue. Like that. Okay, so I think we can stop this episode at this point. So the project files will be available to Patreon page for download for this project, but I wouldn't include the desert dragon because it is a paid asset in marketplace. So yeah, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. Link would be in the description below. And thanks for watching. See you in another episode. Goodbye.